talk a little bit about the wasted food movement. We're not talking about getting a bite after you go to the bars.
No, not at all.
We're talking about, food that honestly, when I came here today, I thought, this is something that I'd throw in the garbage. But what can I do with this?
Oh, the opportunities are endless. And that's kind of the fun thing about what we're going to be talking about today with both ugly food and what we consider wasted food.
Yeah.
Is that it doesn't stop just with this.
Right.
You can actually extend that flavor and extend, frankly, that dollar for all of us who might be a little bit lesser for the wear after the holiday season here.
Yeah, I mean, you told me, what fascinated me was you said something like 40% of our food waste is from food that we just think is ugly.
That's correct.
And that's crazy. So let's talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
What did you call this earlier?
This is what I like to call a Picasso potato.
Trademark.
Yeah, trademark.
Yeah.
That's right. We'll put it on t-shirts.
You said this would never make it on the grocery store shelves because it's weird looking, right?
Nope. And other vegetables like that, be it peppers, carrots, and potatoes, they will be considered ugly if they aren't perfect. And we can all envision what a perfect potato is. This is a perfect potato, though, in my mind.
I would look at this maybe if I go grocery shopping and think, oh, it's kind of weird. Maybe there's something wrong with it. It doesn't taste good, but it tastes perfectly fine.
It's just like any other potato out there. It's just kind of got that individuality, I guess we could say, right? Today we're going to be doing two simple dishes. One is going to be a potato carrot soup to utilize these really nice Red River Valley potatoes that we are so famous for here. And then we're going to take some of those scraps. You might have been cooking something for the dinner. You've accumulated some half onions and some celeries and your parsley stems, all of what we consider scrap. We're going to make that into a traditional vegetable stock. What we're talking about with this wasted movement is capturing flavor. Flavor is the utmost importance to us. And so we don't want to let anything go to waste. And we'll actually go ahead and use some of the stock that we're also going to make next too. Gonna add a little bit more stock. All right, Tracy, we're gonna pump it into overdrive really quick. Turn on the afterburners. That feels good to me. I like that.
You really don't want any chunks in there? You want it as smooth as possible?
Sometimes life calls for chunky soup, sometimes life calls for a simple soup.
Kind of personal taste, right?
It's all about personal taste. And that's one thing when you're cooking at home. In my opinion, unless you're cooking French food, your dishes become your own. The way you want your flavors to come out, the way you want your cooking to come out, make it individual so that one day, we continue on. It's not how my mom made it, It's not like my mom's or like my grandmom's. It's only because they didn't, they followed a recipe, but they made it their own too.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're going to just add a little bit of salt here, bring out that flavor. That's one thing too, don't be afraid of the salt.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people don't like it. All right, let's blend it up. We've got ourselves a little bowl here.
Oh, that's beautiful. And it's funny, I'm such a big smell person. I could smell it as it was blending up even.
Well, by all means, get your sniffer on in there.
Yeah.
What we'll do here is little olive oil.
Oh my goodness.
And then go in the refrigerator, grab our herbs just to garnish.
Now, is this a cold soup or hot soup?
You can honestly eat it either way. I think since it's getting colder out, there's no need to be any more cold than you have to be. So I like it as a hot soup.
Cold soup. I just can't.
And there we have our first one. So in culinary school, we get drilled to keep our scraps.
Yeah.
And all of our French professors, they go, "You keep the scraps," or they'll go through the garbage and say, "Why is this in the garbage?" I apologize to my French teachers for that embarrassing accent.
We've seen the reality shows of these angry chefs.
So we've been drilled to keep everything, parsley stems, the butt end of your celery for making, you might be making a potato salad, you might be making, different dishes. You've got perhaps a miscut on your onions, and then these little butt ends of the carrots, still full of flavor. So what we'll do is to make a stock, you need carrots, you need celery, you need onions as a base, some garlic in there. and of course parsley stems. So we're gonna go ahead and, as simple as you think, just put your scraps into your pot. So we've got here, gonna put a little peppercorn also to give it a little bit of spice. Not too much, we don't want a spicy stock, but we do want a little bit of earth there. And we're gonna fill it up, crank it on, and then this will set to boil, preferably overnight. If you have a lot of it,
Really?
low and slow, simmer it all overnight.
Yep.
Back in the kitchens of Philadelphia, right before we left, we would put on our stock pots,
Yep.
low and slow, wake up the next morning, come in, perfect stock.
And do you cover it or no?
We don't.
It doesn't matter.
Low and
one way or
slow.
the other?
You want it to evaporate out, and as you do that, it'll concentrate the flavors. And you wake up the next morning if you're confident in your stove top, and you can wake up to stock for the rest of the week.
This has been really interesting, but if I want to learn more, where do I go?
Well, locally we have an organization called Ugly Food of the North, and they provide great context on wasted food and many more Picasso potatoes.
I love it. No, you need to do a t-shirt with Picasso.
Yeah,
potatoes.
TM kind
love
of.
it.
Yeah.
Well, this is such a great learning experience for me, and I hope I can use it in my own
Thank you,
kitchen.
Tracy.
Thank you, Travis.